Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Larry. Happy Sunday, Sunday Fun Day. Today we're going to be talking about dividends. I'm going to tell you what a dividend is, why they matter, why you should care about them. And if you stay tuned to the end, I'm going to give you, kind of, I don't say an industry secret, but a way to use them to automate the creation of wealth. So if you don't remember what a stock is, check the video up there. We're going to a stock. Stock's nothing more than a piece of a company. What if I told you that there's a way for you to get a piece of every dollar spent on an Apple product? Every AirPod, every AirPods Pro, every iPad, every ungodly expensive Mac. What if I told you this way for you to get a piece of every dollar for every electric bill in New York City? Now I have your attention. That's what a dividend can provide for you. So before we go on to what a dividend is, y'all know the routine. When you get over there for dinner, I want you to ask everybody at the table, what is a dividend? That includes the kids, that includes the spouse, the Mr. or Mrs. If you got teenagers, if you got kids that are in high school, you got college kids that are home, grandma, grandpa, everybody can have a part of the conversation. What is a dividend? I just want to hear the types of responses that you get. Now, you may get a whole lot of, I don't know, and you may have some financial people in the room who are like, well, yeah, a dividend is this, that, and the third. I want to hear what people say that it is or what they think that it is. Okay, so now that we've had a conversation about it, now they're going to look at you like, hey, what is it? Now, there's a website that I use for a lot of my financial terms, investopedia.com. They give you a textbook definition, kind of a real-world answer, and then they give you some more details about it. So the textbook definition of a dividend is the distribution of a portion of the company's earnings decided and managed by the company's board of directors and paid to a class of its shareholders. Common shareholders of dividend paying companies are typically eligible as long as they own the stock by the ex-dividend date. Dividends may be paid out as cash or in the form of additional stock. If you're like me, you heard exactly one thing: cash. give me the greenbacks. I want the cash, man. So what does all that mean in plain English? Basically, if you own a piece of a company, you're a shareholder. A share is nothing more than another word for a stock. If you're a stockholder, it means you have a stock, you're holding it, and the company has money coming in, it's income. The board of directors can decide, hey, we got enough money, let's give some of it back to our shareholders. Outstanding. I'm a shareholder. I want some of that money. So now you get a piece of it. So the next question you may be asking is, that's great. I want cash. Give me all the cash. I want every dollar the company makes. Well, hold on, Kimosabe, slow down. See, not every company pays a dividend. Well, not every stock pays a dividend. Because when companies make money, the board of directors has to decide what are they going to do with the money. Now, there's some things that are non-negotiables. They have bills to pay. Apple has to buy more parts for iPhones. You got to pay your employees, etc., etc. You got to pay down debts, things of that nature. But when there's money left over from profits, the board of directors has to decide, what are we going to do with this money? Are we going to reinvest it into the business and grow it? Or do we have enough left over to give everybody some? Now, if you look at a company like Apple, Apple has an absurd amount of money. So they can reinvest back into the company and still have money left over. So now they pay a dividend. You look at some newer companies like your Snapchat, your Twitters, they don't have a lot of money coming in because they're still growing and establishing themselves. Usually your old companies that are around for a while, they're the ones that are going to pay dividends. Usually because there's an exception to everything. So like Coca-Cola has a good dividend. AT&T has a dividend. T. Rowe Price has a dividend. Apple has a dividend. These are companies that have so much money they can afford to give some of it back to the shareholders as straight cash. So now you know what a dividend is and why some people pay and some people don't. So the next question is, well, wait a minute, when am I going to get my money? That honestly depends upon the company. Most dividends are paid quarterly. Every 3 months, they're going to cut a piece of their profits out to their shareholders. Some companies will do it annually. Sometimes you have a special dividend where it's just a one-time deal. Hey, we came to a bunch of money. We're paying out to our shareholders. Thank you for believing in our company, and having a piece. Understand something. The dividend is not guaranteed. The board of directors can decide at any time to reduce or remove a dividend. So if you bought into a company that gives out a whole lot of money, but don't make a lot of money, it's not a good dividend. They can't afford to pay it. And newsflash, the board of directors will continue paying into the company before they pay you. Giving you your little percentage does not matter. That is not top tier. That is not the most important thing to get done right now. So now you know what a dividend is. You know why some people give it. You know some of the things to look out for. So there's something called a DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plan. This is where whoever holds your stocks, whether it's TD Ameritrade, Scottrade, if it's Robinhood, if it's Webull, they'll take your dividend and automatically buy more of the same shares with it. You probably think, wait a minute, that's my cash. Where's my cash going? Relax. Your cash is going to get more cash. If I told you that each share is going to give you $1, take that dollar and buy another share. So the next time you get $2, then take those $2 and buy another share. So the next time you're getting $3 and so on and so forth. A DRIP is how you turn a small amount of money and a good yield into a large amount of money over time. Don't take the dollar now. That's the dummy move. That's not a good play. You want to take that money, put it back into the company because you're picking good companies and stuff that you believe in because you're one of their customers and you're buying more of it. So as they grow, you grow. But not only are they growing, your piece of the pie is growing. It's like growth on growth. This is how people get rich. This is how the game is played. Now, if you don't know any bankers, if you don't know any financiers or any money people in your family, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to tell you all these fantastic things that I've learned in my lifetime being as a banker and working around, with, and for very wealthy individuals. I didn't make a lot of money working at the bank. Yeah, I made good money. That's a lie. I made good money, but what was more important to me was the lessons I learned and the things that I picked up from working with very wealthy individuals. They know how to play the long game. Generational wealth is a long-term play. You're not going to turn around tomorrow and be rich. Now, depending upon who you are and where you are in life, this can mean different things for you. If you're a kid, 16, 17 years old, you need to get started now. And yes, it is going to start slow. But if you start now, when you're middle-aged, you're done. If you're middle-aged like me, I'm doing all this so that I can retire and not live out of a cardboard box because Social Security probably won't be here for my generation. But more importantly, I'm establishing a legacy for my children. And if you're older than me, if you're in your 50s, 60s, or even beyond that, take what you have and establish something for the next generation and help stretch your money a little further. So that was today's lesson, dividends. Y'all know me, father, sergeant, banker, giving y'all a little bit of information, breaking it down to you in plain English so you can take this and apply it to your life. If the video was helpful, leave me a like. If the video wasn't helpful, tell me down below in the comments. I'm here to help you. The more feedback I get, the better I can do that. If you don't have any stocks, there's a link down below. Webull will give you 2 stocks for opening an account. Outstanding. Again, free stuff. I love free stuff. And if you want more free stuff, open an account with Robinhood. There's a link down below for that. Another free stock. Again, I love free stuff. Use these things in this time right now to generate the wealth that you've been looking for. All right, man, I'm glad. See y'all later.